Welcome, everyone, to TechDaily.ai. Really excited for this deep dive today. And this deep dive is sponsored by Stonefly. They're your trusted solution provider and advisor for, well, pretty much everything: enterprise data storage, backup disaster recovery, hyperconverged clusters for VMware, Hyper-V, Proxmox. Also, AI servers, the SA365, turnkey security appliance, plus public and private cloud solutions. Definitely check out stonefly.com for more info.
Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine being able to build, I don't know, any website, app, or maybe even a game in just seconds. And get this, no coding skills needed, no design expertise, and absolutely no monthly fees. Sounds kind of impossible, right? Well, today we're diving into a free AI tool that's genuinely changing everything. A tool so easy, people are saying, like anyone could use it.
Yeah, what's really fascinating here, I think, is how this tool, DeepSeek V2, it isn't just, another small step. It feels like a real paradigm shift. It's kind of challenging the whole foundation of web development, making it accessible. It offers this creative freedom that honestly used to be only for people with serious tech skills. Right. So our mission for you listening in is to really get what this thing is, how it works, what cool stuff it can actually build, and maybe most importantly, what does it all mean for you? Whether you're thinking about launching an idea, starting a business, or you're just curious about the bleeding edge of AI. Get ready for some aha moments, I think. So, okay, what exactly is DeepSeek V2? Why all the buzz? Well, from what we're seeing, it's this new AI tool that's basically just blown past every $99 website builder out there, and it does it for free in under a minute. And it's not just for, simple little websites either. This is where it gets really interesting. This thing can apparently create games, actual apps, even full e-commerce stores, basically, whatever you can dream up.
Which naturally raises the question, how? How can it do all of that so fast and, well, for free? The answer seems to be in its core tech. DeepSeek V2 runs on something called DeepSeek R1. Now, DeepSeek, it's an AI model that's actually competing seriously with the big names like ChatGPT and Claude, especially in coding. But the crucial part, the really big deal, is that they've made it completely free and accessible on Hugging Face, that big hub for AI models.
Yeah. And then the interaction is just simple. You literally type what you want, like create a bubble tea company website with an ordering system, and boom, just like that, a professional-looking website appears in seconds. But then it gets better. You can then tell it, hey, make the button cooler, and it apparently knows exactly what you mean, updating just that button, not messing up the whole site.
Exactly. That chat and edit functionality is absolutely key here. You're basically just having a conversation with the AI to tweak and refine your creations, a massive leap from, clicking through menus in traditional builders.
We've seen people comparing it to expensive tools like Cursor, which costs, what, $20 a month? But DeepSeek V2 does basically the same thing, right in your browser, totally free. And crucially, you don't need to know any code. You just talk to it like you talk to a person.
And digging a bit deeper into the tech side, it uses something called diff patching. Which basically means when you ask for a change, like make the text bigger, it doesn't have to rebuild the entire website. It just changes that specific bit of code you asked about. That's why the edits are instant. No waiting and no accidentally breaking other parts of your page.
Okay, that makes sense. Instant edits.
And there's more. It also uses inference-based building, which sounds fancy, but it just means it sort of thinks before it starts coding. It plans out the entire website structure first, then it builds it. And that planning step is why the results look so, well, cohesive and professional, not just slapped together.
Right, that planning part explains a lot about the quality. Okay, so it's smart, it's fast. What kind of things have people actually built with this? What are the real-world examples showing? Well, the source material gave 5 pretty incredible examples showing just how versatile this thing is. Example 1. An e-commerce store. Imagine just typing. Create a modern online clothing store with dark theme, product grid, shopping cart icon, and checkout button. Include header navigation, hero section with sale banner, and footer with social links. And what you get back, apparently, is a complete professional-looking e-commerce site. Responsive design, navigation, product cards, social links, the works.
Wow. Just from that prompt.
Yeah. Example 2, a business website. Maybe you ask it to build a professional digital marketing agency website with blue and white colors, services section, client testimonials, team photos, contact form, and call to action button. And again, you get a sleek business site with all those specific elements, including even a working contact form.
A working form, instantly.
Okay. Example 3 is kind of fun. A classic snake game. Yes, an actual game. The prompt was something like, create a classic snake game with green snake, red food dots, score counter, game over screen, and restart button. Use arrow keys for controls. And boom, you get a fully playable Snake game right there in the browser with scoring and everything.
It generates playable game code. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Example 4, maybe a bit more niche, an SEO tool interface. Prompt. Designed an SEO keyword research tool interface with search input box, results table showing keyword difficulty and search volume, export button, and clean dashboard layout. And it generates this professional-looking software interface, even populated with sample data. Looks like a real tool.
So it can handle UI/UX design concepts too.
Seems like it. And the last one, example 5, an Italian restaurant site. Something like, make an Italian restaurant website with warm colors, menu sections, online reservation form, photo gallery, location map, and phone number prominently displayed. And it delivers this beautiful, inviting restaurant website with all those key features, including like an embedded Google map for the location. And these aren't just, basic templates. The claim is they are professional, fully responsive, and use clean code with modern stuff like Tailwind CSS.
Yeah, connecting this to the bigger picture.
Yeah.
These examples really show how fast you can create complex, interactive digital things just using plain language. Stuff that, traditionally would take weeks, maybe months, and cost thousands of dollars in development time.
Exactly. But it's not just about building cool stuff for free, right? The really exciting part is how you can actually maybe make money with this. Like, you could offer website services to local businesses. Imagine walking in, building their site right in front of them in like 5 minutes and charging, say, $500. The speed itself is valuable.
That's a compelling pitch.
Or you could use it for your own stuff. Create lead magnets, landing pages for offers, test out different versions really quickly, like in minutes, to see what works best. You could also prototype business ideas incredibly fast. Build the website or app front end first, see if people are actually interested before you invest heavily in the back end stuff.
And that speed isn't just about saving money. It's a huge competitive advantage. Think about it. While your competitors might be stuck waiting 6 weeks just to see a website mock-up, you could already be live, testing, iterating, getting real feedback. Speed absolutely wins in business, and this tool offers just unprecedented speed and agility.
Yeah, agility is a good word for it.
And fundamentally, this really democratizes web development, doesn't it? Before, you either had to learn to code yourself, which takes ages, or buy expensive software, or hire developers, which costs a lot, and then you'd wait weeks for even small changes.
Right, the barrier was high.
Exactly. Now, you just talk to an AI, it massively levels the playing field. It allows, small businesses maybe to compete more effectively with big corporations, and it lets entrepreneurs test out their ideas super rapidly with almost no initial cost.
And that open source aspect you mentioned earlier is really vital here too, isn't it? The fact that the code is available for everyone, that you can even run your own version, that's key. It means, hopefully, it can't just be bought up by some giant tech company and then shut down or put behind a paywall. It stays free and community-driven.
That's a really important point. The open nature fosters continuous development and ensures access. Now, it's worth noting, currently it's mainly focused on the front-end code. The visual stuff,
Yeah.
HTML, CSS, JavaScript. It doesn't yet build the complex back-end systems like databases, user accounts, or handle direct payment processing.
Okay, so limitations exist.
For now, yes. But honestly, that front-end stuff covers probably 90% of websites out there. Simple business sites, portfolios, landing pages. And think about this. Version 1 apparently came out just a few months before version 2. The leap in capability between V1 and V2 was reportedly insane, which strongly suggests that version 3, whenever that comes, will likely start tackling those full-stack applications, databases, and all. The pace is just incredible.
And the AI actually gets smarter the more people use it, right? Every website it builds makes it better at building the next website.
Precisely. It learns from every interaction.
Yeah.
So it's this exponential improvement curve. The version you use today will literally be less capable than the one you might use next month or the month after. It's constantly evolving.
Wow. Okay, so for anyone listening right now whose mind is kind of blown, how do they actually get started? How easy is it to just try this out?
It's remarkably simple, really. Step 1, just go to huggingface.keys/vDeepSite. That's the web address. There's no sign up needed, no credit card, nothing like that. You just land on the page.
Okay, no barriers there.
Step 2, just describe what you want to build. And be specific. Don't just say make a website. Say something like create a photography portfolio website with a dark theme, a grid-style image gallery, and a simple contact form. The more detail, the better the result.
Got it. Be descriptive.
Step 3, just watch the magic happen. You literally see the code being written line by line in one panel and the website preview updating in real time in another panel. It's quite cool to watch.
So you see it build right in front of you.
Yep. Step 4. Make changes just by talking to it, like we discussed. Make the header text bigger. Change the background color to light blue. Add icons for Twitter and LinkedIn. Just type your edits.
That's conversational edits.
Exactly. And finally, step 5. Once you're happy with it, you can just download all the code as a zip file, or some versions might even let you deploy it directly to hosting platforms. That's basically it. Anyone can genuinely do this.
That is incredibly straightforward. What an amazing deep dive this has been. We've really seen how DeepSight V2 isn't just, another tool. It feels like a catalyst for creativity for business. It removes so many of those old barriers to getting your ideas online.
It really does highlight how quickly this cutting-edge AI stuff is becoming not just powerful, but actually accessible and useful in very tangible ways for everyone, not just coding experts.
Absolutely. So the big question maybe for you listening is, what does this all mean for the future of how we create things online? And maybe more personally, what idea could you bring to life in minutes now using this? We definitely encourage you to go explore this amazing technology for yourself, play around with it. And before we wrap up, a final huge thank you to Stonefly for sponsoring this deep dive. You can explore their really comprehensive solutions for enterprise storage, disaster recovery, AI servers, security, and a lot more. And don't forget to check out their special offer right now, a 100 TB immutable and air-gapped SSO NAS for just $8,995. That's a pretty compelling deal. You can find all the details for that and everything else they do at stonefly.com. Thanks so much for joining us on the deep dive. We'll catch you next time.